Okay, so we just left Sodders. Now, since it's like a Mennonite store, I've heard that there's some sort of cultural thing that, they're a little camera shy due to their cultural. It has something to do with like idolatry and modesty factors or something to that effect. That and personal conviction prevented me from videotaping inside. However, we got a few neat stuff there, and I can do a video on that later on this afternoon. So, we're in the historic area of Seneca Falls. This is known for like the women's suffrage and the movie It's a Wonderful Life. So it's kind of neat looking. Parking's kind of difficult and challenging, but it's kind of cool out here. All right, more clips to come. So here, oh, these are some beautiful flowers. So it looks like there's some gazebo looking thing here, and it's right off the canal. See, there's one of these signs. Remember last year when I started this channel, throughout Jordan, I would see these signs. So here's one of them. So Van Cleef Lake, one of the first white children born in Seneca County, 1797. So this is the scenery here. You might hear squeaky noises. It's a cute little dog playing with a squeak toy, so you might hear that in the midst of me talking and showing you this.
So the woman's right thing is probably like down there.
Yeah, something like that. So we're heading up more into the historic district of Seneca Falls. Gotta say, some of these buildings are like impressive and stuff, like this church right here. And some more of Falls Street. That's a neat looking church in the distance. So coming up, we've got the Women's Right National Park, a visitor center, and Seneca Museum. There's some sort of sculpture trail I've been trying to find, but unfortunately Google Directions not specific enough on here. Hoping to also include this in the Google thing, but I think the Women's Right Park will be just as equally good and stuff. Here's some art on the sidewalk, just outside a floral shop here. So right here is the It's a Wonderful Life Museum. So we're inside the It's a Wonderful Life Museum. Just saw this bell. And then up here, saying you are now in Bedford Falls. My phone's just taking forever to upload, but this is like a Lego thing, so which is really cool. Some of the village scenery from the movie itself. If you've never seen It's a Wonderful Life, I highly recommend it. It's a really good movie. Oh, and I did ask for allowed to videotape in here, and I was given the go-ahead. Got the Christmas tree here for the movie. So a few little mementos here. And I guess there's 5 props from It's a Wonderful Life that are still known to exist, and it mentions it here. So, yeah, that's cool. And then the main family for It's a Wonderful Life. Some information on this actress here. This lady here. And through the glass display case. I kind of like this picture in particular. The one down below is really nice too. Okay. Yep, we're not supposed to touch the piano, but there's a piano here, and just some more figurines, bird cage, and the piano. I kind of wonder if this was in the movie. My guess is most likely, but this is kind of neat here. Christmas tree here from the movie, presumably. Now, come closer, it looks like it was a music note, but almost looked like a stiletto from a distance. It's kind of pretty looking. That you see the red, it's all twisted. It looks like they're coming out in threes or something. It's really pretty. So they got some sort of 74th anniversary It's a Wonderful Life quilt. It was made in 2020. So you got like pictures, posters on the quilt, and some of the quotes, like this one right here saying, "Look, Daddy, teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings." Yeah, it's really neat. So we got this tree here, and if you look closely, you got these angel wings, and then isn't that so cute or what? So it's a picture of one of the actors, Mr. Stewart himself. He's got his name carved out in handprints. I'm not sure if you could see it here, but you see his name written out at the very least, and then his handprints. So we just exited the museum, and we're heading towards the Women's Rights National Park. And I think there might be some sculptures there, so I'll definitely get some more clips when I see them in just the area in general. So we're at a little park. This boat's it's driving up closer is kind of nice looking. And it's just a little park area here. Got the canal here. Okay. Seneca Knitting Mills here, National Women's Hall of Fame. And you got the bridge. I think this bridge might be closed actually, but husband's been needing to sit down, so gonna follow him. So we're inside some sort of visitor center, and this statue involves equal rights for women, and it involves Miss Stanton, Miss Mott, and other women's voting for women's rights. Here's a statue of her. There's a couple of other statues here that I'm going to get in 2 seconds. And then this sort of contraption here, it's a commercial washing machine. So it's circa late 1890s. That's kind of cool. And then over here, some sort of slip scoop. So, yeah, some pretty neat things here at Seneca Falls. Here's a picture of this mural. We went on one end of the canal trail and saw this while we turned back and stuff. This is cool. So we're kind of at the beginning of some sort of thunderstorm. We see the clouds. We're underneath the park pavilion in the Women's History Park. But yeah, those clouds. So we're just kind of hanging out until the storm clears. Hopefully it won't be too terribly long. So this is the It's a Wonderful Life bridge. We're still kind of trapped under the pavilion at the People's Park or Women's Rights Park. So it's one of those two parks, and we're still trapped under the pavilion due to the thunderstorm. But over here is the It's a Wonderful Life bridge, and I think on the other side is the sculpture trail. At least I think that's where it's located. From the looks of it, with the storm and stuff, I don't know if we'll be able to make it there today, but I can always film over there at another time. You hear the thunder in the background. Okay, the storm's finally letting up, and we're not sure which way we're going now, but think we're about ready to go to the car and head home or head somewhere. But this is going to be the last clip. The solder stuff, I'll just do that in tomorrow's video clip, show that as a short or something. But I see this mural, and since Seneca Falls is big into women's rights history and the abolition and all that, had to get this mural. So if you like this video, don't forget to click like, subscribe, and share, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, peace out.